If you are a parent and you find parenting to be the hardest thing is for you. So, welcome to Don't Make Me Tap Again. I am your host, Angie Grant. And, so traditionally on this podcast, I use this space to show you how to use EFT or the emotional freedom technique as we work through the energies of the sun as it's moving through different energies. So that's kind of a human design thing. And you know what? I got busy over the weekend. I didn't get around to recording Gate 12. So we moved into Gate 12 a couple of days ago. And and for a hot second, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I'm falling behind. But it, I I'm here to share tapping with you. And I'm a parent coach. And so I thought, you know what? I'm skipping a gate this time. It's not a big deal. And really, what keeps coming up for me is that parenting is hard. Whether you are an expectant parent, whether you are raising toddlers or young children, whether you have teens, or you're a parent of adults, parenting is hard. It's a job that comes with no job description. Your coworkers are oftentimes ungrateful. They don't follow the rules, right? It's a really hard job, or it can be. And here's what I know is that when mama's stressed, then everybody's stressed, or when dad's stressed, right? But you get the point, right? When we are stressed and overwhelmed, it shows up in our kids too. And so, why not use this opportunity while I'm sharing the emotional freedom technique with you to support you in your parenting journey? So, I'm going to show you how to use tapping, just like I do every time. Of course, this is not a replacement for any type of medical or mental health care. It's just a tool for you to use, a self-help tool, perhaps, or a calming tool. We'll actually be tapping on the relaxation meridians. And so I'll show you that. But so I'm going to walk you through some words. All you have to do, if you so choose, if you are a stressed out parent at any stage of the game, is if you feel called to reduce some of that stress, then maybe try tapping along with me. By tapping along, I mean copying my actions and my words that I say. But feel free to shift up the words to make more sense for you. And I won't be swearing here on this podcast, but if you are somebody who swears and you are effing frustrated with your kids, well, then use those words because tapping works best when it really connects with you and where you're at and what story you're telling. So, are you ready? Let's do this. So, again, all you have to do is copy my actions and my words. So, and before we start the tapping sequence, just take a nice, gentle breath in and out. And then we're going to start here by tapping on the karate chop point. So you can kind of see it here. It's just the side of your hand. And tap it gently. You don't want to bruise yourself. Be able to feel it. So, and then copy my words as we move through the tapping sequence. So even though I am a stressed out parent, I accept how I feel. Even though parenting is so stressful sometimes, and I feel like I'm failing all along the way, I accept the way that I'm showing up for my family. And even though sometimes I doubt whether or not I'm doing the right things for my kids, I deeply and completely accept where I am today. All right, stop tapping. Take another nice breath. Top of the head. Parenting is stressful. Parenting is stressful. I can feel the stress in my body. And then I react to my kids. Parenting is stressful. And I'm not even sure I'm doing it right. Parenting is stressful. And I'm not even sure I'm doing it right. We're going to keep tapping. We're going to talk about some patterns that we'd like to break. Sometimes I say things I don't want to say, and I'm trying to parent different than my parents did. Sometimes I say things that I regret. And yet in the moment, I just react. I'm not even sure I'm doing this parenting thing right. I second guess every single day. Sometimes I lose my cool. Sometimes I beat myself up. Take another nice breath. Now we're going to talk through how we want to parent. So I trust my gut and what my kids need from me. I want to connect with my kids more, not be so reactive. And I trust that I have the ability to do that. I want to be more present for my kids. And I trust that I can do that too. Kids. And not worked out about all the little things. And I trust that I can do that too. I know that I'm exactly what my kids need from me. We're going to go through one more tapping sequence. I am a good parent. I'm doing the best that I can. And heck, I'm here tapping, trying to do better. I want to show my kids how to take care of themselves the way I'm taking care of me. I am a good parent. And I know that by relaxing me, I'm doing good for them. I am a good parent. And I can trust myself. This last point here, I didn't really describe that, but it's directly under your armpit, kind of at your bra strap line. So that's the last point under there. I realized because I have a background, it gets kind of weird and glitchy. But anyways, so I forgot to do this at the beginning of the sequence. Maybe you'll have to watch this one over again. But before we went through the tapping sequence, I forgot to ask you to check in with yourself about parenting stress. If you were to rate it then a few minutes ago on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being like you're totally at peace with parenting and you're not stressed at all, and 10 being like, send in reinforcements, right? Where are you at on that scale, or where were you at? And as we went through this tapping sequence, did you notice any changes? Did you notice any more relaxation in your body? Maybe some thoughts came up about ways that you could shift your parenting to show up differently for yourself, for your kids. I hope that for you, you were able to see some positive changes. And if you feel like you noticed some positive changes, put this on a repeat. Repeat it again and again until you get to a score that you want. I trust that with time and working on you, you can get exactly where you want to be for your kids. So, and if you want more personalized support, this is what I love doing. I love helping people get from a place where they feel like They just don't know what else to do. And bringing that score down to where you feel like you're back in control again. Because that's what we all want. We want to feel like we're in control over our own lives and our own bodies, for crying out loud. And life takes us away from that sometimes. So I hope that you found this helpful. I'd love to hear your comments and keep tapping, right? If you found this helpful, keep tapping. Book a session one on one if you need more personalized support, and I'll see you soon.